Glad you stopped by. Today we're gonna plant some baby lima beans. Pretty tasty things. I'm glad you're here. We're gonna have fun. All right, we're going to use the baby lima bean seeds. Going to direct sow these right into the garden, 3 rows. These need full sun, and try to keep the rows 30 inches apart, which is what we do automatically. So all of our rows are 30 inches. These need full sun, and they take about 75 days to harvest. So let's go out there and get it in the ground. Okay, we're ready to get started. I'm gonna cultivate each row, 1 row at a time. I'm gonna set my string like you've seen in all my videos, and I'm gonna punch the holes with my seed stick, and then I'm gonna introduce you to my super duper seed dropper. Let's get going. Okay, we're gonna do my super duper seed dropper. See, it says it right there, super duper seed dropper. Pretty fun way to drew seeds, especially when you're working with big seeds like a little lima bean, like a baby lima bean. You see how big they are. And what I do is I get me one of these little water belts, and I put me a cup in it. I put my seeds right here so I can reach in and just get seeds when I want them. And then I take my seed dropper and I stick the end of the pipe right into the hole. Then I come up here at the top and I just drop my seed down, and it saves me from having to bend over. And all I do is move from hole to hole and drop in a seed. Okay, we're going to cover up the rest of these and get them up in the ground, do 3 rows, and we'll come back in about 10 days and check on the progress. Baby Lima beans, they've been growing for 3 weeks and they've had a hard start. Our spring was terrible this year. We had 3 or 4 weeks and didn't even have any sunshine, and terrible heavy rains, high winds, and far below normal temperatures, 20 degrees lower than they should be. So direct sowing was tough, especially on my Baby Lima beans. So if you look down the row here, you can see how some of them did not germinate and I had to replant. So I've got some of those replanted and they're starting to come out now. Here's one right here. See, they're starting to germinate. This is a week. I had to put this in only a week ago, but these made it and they're coming out. So these 3 rows right here are my Baby Lima beans. So we're hoping that the summer's here and maybe these will get to growing pretty good. I still got plenty of time to make up the difference here. So we keep our fingers crossed and ask God to help us with our sowing, that He gets some germinating going on these guys. And 'cause I like Baby Lima beans. We'll see you back in a couple weeks. Well, our Baby Lima beans have been growing for a solid 4 weeks now, from the direct sow until now. So they're off and running. It's not going to be very much longer and they're going to be starting to produce beans. So we'll come back on another video and show you the harvest itself. But let me show you where the plants are at 4 weeks. When your Baby Lima beans get about this age and maturity, you'll see this runner come up. This is not going to be a runner pole bean type of plant. This is a bush plant. It's a bush bean. But you'll get these runners, and so your plants won't get any much bigger than that right there. But these runners, at the end of them, will produce the blossom, the blooms, and they'll that's where the beans will be coming out all along that. And these plants are off and running and good and healthy. So I want you to keep one thing in mind is beans, all my beans, I don't put any fertilizer whatsoever in with my beans. They have plenty of nitrogen. If you remember back in the fall last year, how I turned in all the old vegetable matter and tilled it in with the tiller and let it sit over the winter, and I kept tilling it and turning it, and that created plenty of nitrogen for these. If you add a fertilizer that has nitrogen in it to your beans, all you're going to do is grow the top, the plants. They'll grow like crazy, lots of leaves, but they don't put out the blooms. And if you don't get the blooms, then you don't get the beans. So whatever you do, don't fertilize them. They get plenty from the ground, and every single time we get a thunderstorm, God's so creative that He made the lightning in that thunderstorm create nitrogen in that rain. So there is enough nitrogen in that rain to make all our plants grow plenty. Have you ever noticed that you can water with the irrigation or the hose or something, and you say to yourself, I water all the time and my plants don't seem to do nearly as good as they do after one day of rain. One day of rain, everything seems to burst with an explosion of growth and color. That's because God put all of that nitrogen in that rain from the lightning. So you don't need to add anything to your beans. Just let them do what they need to do, and it ain't going to be long. You're going to be picking beans just like we're going to do. So if you like our videos, we appreciate you subscribing to our channel, and we look forward to doing many YouTube videos together with you. So always remember, by His hands we are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread.
Amen. Have a blessed day.
Thanks for watching our videos. We really love making them. If you like our videos, please like our Facebook page to get the latest tips and tricks. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the newest video. Like it, it would really inspire and encourage us. But most importantly, share it to encourage others. We'll welcome your comments and questions. Thank you. Have a blessed day.